Because who are you to say if they can live their life or not live their life? So here's another one, by the way. Otherwise, why the fuck would they be driving by? Nazi scum? Anyway, why is someone like Rick Mercer, who is not only an example, which is nothing wrong, it's the fact, an example, he's all over the media, everything, an example of what our Charter of Freedom and Rights would allow someone, who chooses that lifestyle to do. And it's like, oh, okay, so they apply to me, I can have a gay parade, but how about a human rights parade? So, I'm not saying anything about that in particular. I'm actually not bashing that at all. But if you are so, an example of why it's good, why it's great to have human rights, then why are you violating mine on this level? Why do you do that? I said on his Twitter, is that the face you make when you watch me sleep at night? And, it probably is. He probably has that stupid smile on his face, ha ha ha. But all these people are people who talk about Canada this and we're Canada that and Canada this. I spit on your fucking idea of Canada, you fucking joke. Stop watching me in the shower. Seriously. What the fuck, man? Like, oh man, I just think about it. These people, oh my goodness. My goodness. It's like they're trying to tell me, like, no, you're not Canadian. You don't have any rights. You don't pay taxes. Why don't I pay taxes? Oh, because of your bullshit. Oh, okay. So now you have the incentive to say, oh, you're not Canadian. You don't have any rights. You don't have this. You don't have that. Meanwhile, the only reason why you're allowed to exist in the goddamn country is because of the fucking Charter of Rights and Freedoms, idiot. Anyway, so, which is rightfully so, but it's a valid point. It's a valid point. There are lots of countries in the world where that's not allowed. And they make it their business to make sure that's not allowed because of fascism, right? As soon as you say, okay, we are a people, okay? But we are a people that do not allow these kind of people to live in our country because of who they are or because of the lifestyle they choose within legal limits. That makes you a fascist. That makes you a fascist. What a democracy is a place like Toronto is a perfect example of a pillar of democracy, I thought, right? I thought it was. But this is happening in Toronto. So in Canada, this is why it brings up this again. It's just fucked up. He heard me say that too. I'm glad he did. And to all the other people who are doing that to me, and they're perfect examples, not even that, just, they talk about human rights and human rights this and human rights that and Canada this and Canada that. We're not living in Canada anymore. Get it through your fucking head, okay? Not that person, but we don't live in Canada anymore. This isn't Canada anymore. It stopped being Canada when someone decided to infiltrate my mind. The United States stopped being the United States when they decided to do this related kind of stuff to other people, but you always hear about this kind of shit coming from over there, and it's not good, obviously. I've seen people from all over the place, all over Europe. If it's happening in England, it's not England anymore. If it's happening in another democracy, a country that stands out as democracy, in South Korea, it's not South Korea anymore. If it's happening in Denmark, it's not Denmark anymore. If it's happening in France, it's not France anymore. Because I don't know about all those countries. I actually don't know what their policies are about human rights. But what I would expect is they are like here. They really go for that. Even the people in government who human rights activists would disagree with, would even just say that they were for human rights, and go through it on the base level in those democratic countries, which is why you have things about immigration, all this stuff, homosexual marriage. Whatever it may be, everything. What the hell was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's why it's debated. There's a democracy, people are allowed to vote, everything like that. I would just say, if it was my country, I would say, who fucking cares? Just don't go, you know what I mean? Don't, so, but that's a democracy. That's what makes it a democracy. If you're doing this to someone, it's not a democracy. It's fascism. Okay, this isn't Canada. All right, Rick Mercer or whoever. It really does get me mad when I think about that avenue. But then it goes back to the obvious point. I'm supposed to be dead. I should be dead right now. I should be dead. Everyone in the not just Canada. Actually. Then there's the basis of if this is happening. I only have 3 minutes left. So this is going to be more of the political side. The human rights. Actually, everyone in the world, I know it's everyone in the world, in democratic countries where they don't have these problems because they're democracies, are watching me. So, and all their politicians. So, you could say, I'm thinking right now, the New World Order. All this stuff about the New World Order. I would watch it and it'd be interesting, and you just watch. It's really interesting. You kind of think like, oh, this is, sometimes you even think, yeah, but when it really happens to you, it's like, holy shit, this could be real. The New World Order might be against me, so they put the whole world against you. It's not just about Canada. But I was going to say, in every country that is a democracy, they're doing this to me and laughing and this and that, and this is okay, and this is what France does, or this is what these people do. I have a lot of people in the States that are ridiculing me all the time, 24/7, right now, and they're fucking most people in the world, a lot of them are really fucking, like, they're really fucking, I don't know if it's interest, but this is like, holy shit, this is entertaining, but anyway, a lot of people in the States I've had, you can see over the internet, there's one right there, big time, the YouTubers, all the major YouTubers are fucking with me, and these are people that are like, oh, we're Americans, America this, America that, freedom, you Nazi trash. That's all I have to say. Nazi trash. Thanks for destroying my family. This is about to run out, and Canada doesn't exist anymore. Fuck it.